today's video, we are going to be reviewing a new foundation, and this is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. So I was walking through Sephora the other day and I actually saw this and it said new on there, and I was like, you know what, it's a new product, I want to try it out. And I haven't tried a foundation stick in a really long time. I've always been kind of weary of them, so when I saw this and I was like, you know what, I really just want to give this a try. And also on the Sephora website, I read some amazing things about this foundation. So I'm excited to be doing a review, a demo, and then also I'm going to be wearing this throughout the day and checking back in with you guys to kind of see how it's been sitting on the skin and how will I like it at the end of the day, to see if it actually lasts for a really long time, because they claim that this is ultra long wearing, so we're going to be putting it to the test. But before we get into this review and demo, if you guys are brand new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Madison. Feel free to subscribe right here at this little annotation I have coming in. That way you get notified for future reviews, future hauls, tutorials, all that fun stuff. So make sure to subscribe right here. And now let's just go ahead and get into this review and demo. All right, so first off with this foundation, this is what the packaging looks like. Very nice, very sleek, very travel friendly, I have to say. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like inside. Just your average stick foundation. Really, really nice. And this foundation retails for $42 at Sephora. I believe you can buy this foundation anywhere that they sell Lancome, like Macy's, Nordstrom, Sephora, maybe Neiman, maybe Saks. I don't know, anywhere where they sell Lancome, you guys will be able to pick up this foundation at. And this foundation comes in 20 shades. So they have a lot of color shades options. I actually was sitting there for quite a while at the counter, kind of like swatching, saying, okay, is this gonna match me? And I was kind of skeptical about this one, but this one ended up matching me really well, so I'm really happy with that. So they have a wide selection of shades, which is awesome. The shade that I got is 140 Ivory N, and this is a fair to light shade that has a neutral undertone in it. And I always gravitate to that neutral undertone because I have a very red skin tone. You guys will see in the demo, my skin is very red, and I need a neutral undertone foundation to cancel that out. I have to stay far away from any pink undertone foundations because when I mix that in with my red skin tone, it just does not work. Like, it looks really muddy and bad on the skin, so I cannot do that. So I think the shade worked out perfectly for me. Also, this foundation has an SPF 21 in it. So this kind of made me a little bit skeptical to try it out because I have to veer away from anything with SPF. I know, like, you should be wearing SPF. SPF is good for your skin. But it's not that great for mine. My skin doesn't react well to SPF. I always tend to break out or something to it. But when I was reading about this foundation, it says that this foundation is for all skin types and it's for sensitive skin as well. So I was like, you know what? They say it's for sensitive skin, so there's probably like no ingredients that's really gonna irritate my skin, because this foundation is also oil-free and fragrance-free, which is awesome. I do not like getting any foundations with a fragrance in it. That is the number one thing that will irritate your skin if you have sensitive skin. So I was really excited about that. And I have to say, after applying this, I definitely agree that it is for all skin types. I have combination skin, so I have a very oily T-zone, but I have dry patches around my face. So this foundation went on beautifully. It didn't cling to any dry patches, and so far I'm noticing no oils coming through yet. So I'm really excited about that. So I definitely agree, if you are oily, normal, combination, dry, I think anyone can wear this foundation because it is so beautifully and goes on so nicely on the skin. It leaves a really pretty matte, kind of almost satin finish because it's so soft. I love it. It's just a gorgeous finish to it. And I do agree with them. They say that this foundation is very like highly pigmented yet comfortable to wear. And it's true, because you definitely do get a medium coverage from this foundation. You don't get a full coverage right off the bat because, as you guys will see in the demo, you are still gonna see some of my acne scars and like redness peeking through. So I definitely had to add on another layer that helped me build with it, and it worked out perfectly, you guys. You can definitely build with this foundation. And then that turns into a full coverage foundation, which is awesome because you definitely know that this is buildable, and then it's also comfortable to wear. They also say that this is ultra long wearing and it's gonna last for 24 hours. So I'm gonna be wearing this throughout the day and kind of testing it out and seeing how long it really lasts on the skin. Put it to the test. There were a few things that really kind of gravitated to me this foundation when I read about it. It contains this like porous polymers in it that is really going to absorb any excess acne producing oils. So when I read that, I was like, heck yes, we all know I suffer from breakouts. So I was like, hey, anything that's gonna help prevent that, yes, I'm gonna try it out. And also it is infused with this like Ambora extract that's supposed to reduce redness in the skin. And again, you guys are gonna see the demo. You're gonna see how red my skin is. So I thought those were awesome things about this foundation that definitely made me want to try this out. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the demo. Okay, so before we're gonna go in with the Lancome foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my primer because I always use a primer. I never not use a primer. So yeah, I'm gonna use the Jouer Anti-Blemish Matte Primer. This is my favorite primer right now. So this is what the foundation looks like right here. It's the stick form foundation. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply it to one side of my face and then I'm gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. And then what I'm gonna do with the other side is I'm gonna put it on and then I'm gonna blend it out with a foundation brush to kind of see which technique I like better, because there's a lot of foundations where I'll like the beauty blender better than a brush. So this will allow me to see which technique I like best. Also, I have no idea if this is my shade, and the shade is 140 Ivory N, which means that it's a neutral undertone, and that's what I tend to go for to kind of cancel out that redness. I don't even know. Let's see. Put it on the side right there. If you guys hear Elsa, that Elsa's barking because we have people in our house right now. So, and I'm filming. Let me blend this out. It says that this is supposed to be very comfortable on the skin and it's supposed to be very lightweight. So we'll see. I definitely do like it with the beauty blender. It covers up, you know what? I think this is like a really good shade for me. Huh, I'm happy. All right, so now that I have you guys zoomed in, you can kind of see the coverage on this. So far, it's kind of like a light to medium coverage, and you can still see like my blemishes like peeking through right there. But I do notice whenever I apply with the beauty blender, it tends to always kind of shear out the coverage. So we'll be able to see with the other side if I get more coverage or if it's exactly the same. All right, so we're gonna go in with the other side and see if the brush is better. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Luxie 680 Pro Precision Face Brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to use for foundation right now. So far, I am definitely noticing more coverage with the brush. And I'm actually really liking this foundation. I like the way that it feels. It feels really nice. Just like really smooth feeling. All right, so I can't stand my lips right now. So I'm gonna go in with my Givenchy Mr. Dental Balm. I'm gonna put some of this on my lips. I hate how dry my lips are right now. It's like ridiculous. And I also like it because it puts like a little pink tint to it. All right, so here's the finished side with the brush, and I definitely noticed that you could pack on a little bit more and you get a little bit more of a coverage with the brush, but it's still not full coverage. I feel like it's only medium coverage because you could still see all my like acne marks like kind of peeking through, and full coverage foundations, you wouldn't be able to see those. So let's just go ahead and go back in and see if we can build up on this. So I'm gonna go back in with this side and we're gonna do the beauty blender again. And I'm gonna kind of touch up a little bit on those areas that I have redness. That pimple right there does not want to be covered up. You can tell it's just red. Alrighty, so I can definitely tell that you can definitely build with this foundation and it looks good still, and I'm loving the finish of this, you guys. But you can definitely build with this foundation, but you can still see a little bit of redness. The only way I'm gonna get that to go away is if I put some like heavy duty concealer on that thing, because it is like super red. Thank you, Glam Glow. And so yeah, that looks really good right there. So now let's go in with the other side and build up with the brush. On this side, it mainly is like acne scars that I'm seeing, like from previous breakouts, because those always take forever to go away. So I'm gonna push this into the skin. All right. So also with the brush, it's actually really buildable as well. I'm kind of going back between the two. I'm thinking that I would use the Beauty Blender if I'm having like a really good skin day. Like I would probably definitely recommend the Beauty Blender because it just puts like this really gorgeous, like kind of like nice light to medium coverage. But if you have a little bit more redness like I do with some acne scars, I would definitely recommend the brush because I'm noticing with the brush you get a little bit more of a coverage with rather than the Beauty Blender. But I think they are both amazing for doing this foundation with, and this foundation is super nice on the skin. It looks healthy, it doesn't look drying. It's going to dry down to a matte finish, they say, but we'll be able to kind of like test that out when I finish the rest of my makeup to kind of see if that's where it's gonna set to. But it truly looks like your skin, and I definitely agree with the fact that they say it's full coverage and comfortable, because it's definitely is full coverage right now once you build up on it, and it's comfortable wearing. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, which is awesome, and I hate that. I hate wearing a lot of makeup or feeling like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. So I actually really do like the finish of this. It's really gorgeous. It just looks healthy, and I feel like it's giving my skin this really pretty glow to it as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. All right, so I'm back and my makeup is done, and oh my goodness, you guys, this foundation is awesome. I love it. One thing I was kind of like skeptical about trying a like stick foundation is I feel like whenever I do stick foundations, it's like makes the foundation really thick, and they're never really like lightweight or anything or comfortable to wear, or so the ones I have tried. And this one is lightweight on the skin. It doesn't look cakey. It literally leaves the most beautiful finish on the skin. It literally is just like this really gorgeous, like healthy glow to the skin. Then also it's like a matte satin finish. So I think this is going to be great to wear for long days, and I just pray that doesn't break me out because it does have SPF 21 in it. And whenever I wear anything with SPF, it breaks me out. That's why I always try to find foundations that don't have SPF in it. My skin does not like SPF, you guys. It's kind of bad because it's good for the skin, but my skin hates it. So that's the only thing I'm kind of concerned about, but it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous on the skin. It's comfortable. It's not cakey. It's not thick. And I think it's so pretty. I definitely am recommending this one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wear this throughout the day because I actually have to film a couple videos, which is why I did some false lashes. But I have to film a couple of videos. So I'm gonna be checking in throughout the day so we can kind of check to see how it's wearing, how it's settling into the skin, and yeah, so I can give you guys a full rundown of this at the end of the day. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so I'm back and it is 3:24 p.m. and I'm pretty sure I forgot to tell you guys what time I originally filmed this at, and I believe I got done filming it around 12:30, 1 o'clock. So let's go with 1 o'clock, and right now since it's 3:24, so it's about 2.5 hours later, and I'm just kind of looking, and I definitely noticed that I am shiny. And this is supposed to be kind of like a matte ultra like long wear foundation that's supposed to stay matte, and I definitely noticed that my T-zone is shiny. So for me, this is actually a very typical thing. I can wear a super mattifying foundation and I will still be oily in that T-zone. But you know, it also says that, you know, it's supposed to be ultra long wearing. I would expect it to probably be matte for a little bit longer than 2.5 hours, maybe at least like 3 or 4 hours. So I would definitely have to blot throughout the day, which is why I love my Cover FX blotting powder. This stuff is my favorite, you guys. But I am definitely a little bit shiny, as you guys can tell. I'm in a different shirt because I'm getting ready to film another video. So I will check in a few hours. Hey guys, all right, so I'm back for my last and final check-in right now. It is 5:21 right now, and oh, hang on. My little finger thingy went. It did it again. All right. So it's 5:21 right now on my phone. I've been wearing this foundation. If we went from 1 o'clock, then I've been wearing it for 4 hours and 21 minutes. Or if we go from 12:30, then it's a little bit longer, about 5 hours. But I think this was a decent enough time to kind of see how it wears, and I think it definitely is ultra long wearing, but I am not matte throughout the day, I have to say. Like, I definitely had to blot. I even blotted once. I blotted before I went to my P.O. box because I was not about to show up with a super shiny T-zone. Nope. So I blotted a little bit before that, and I'm just like shiny, like right here by my nose. Basically just the T-zone area is where I'm shiny. And so I think you guys have like dry skin, I think this foundation would really hold up super well. Like I noticed that it's held up really good. Like I don't know if you guys can tell, but it still looks really good. It's kind of wearing away over here by my nose just because of the oils, but everywhere else is beautiful. I definitely have to say it is full coverage when you build it up, and it is long wearing. And I think this foundation would actually be perfect for people with dry skin. And if you're oily skin, you're gonna have to blot throughout the day, definitely. Even though it's supposed to be a matte finish, you definitely have to blot throughout the day with this foundation. But all in all with this foundation, because it looks really nicely on the skin, and if you love full coverage foundation, you guys will love this one. So I have to say I give this probably an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, just because I did get oily rather quickly in that T-zone, but I always do, so I don't know, that's why I'm rating it there. But again, I definitely think that all skin types can wear this foundation. So I think if you're dry, you'd love it. I think if you're oily, you love it. Normal, you really love it. Combination, you love it. Just make sure that if you are oily, you're gonna have to blot throughout the day, or if you're as oily as I am. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review on the new Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. I hope you guys found this review really helpful and kind of decide if you guys want to give this foundation a try, or if you just want to pass on it. I hope it helps you. But if you guys did enjoy this first impressions and review, then please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!